Welcome back. Today we are doing chicken divan, and this is a casserole. It's very simple, takes just a few ingredients. It's a good way to incorporate broccoli into your kids' meals, and it's very, very good. So what we're going to start out with is a 13 by 9 inch pan, and we're just going to basically layer broccoli and cooked chicken. Everything going in here is already cooked, so it does make for an easy put together. You can do this the night before and then throw it in the oven for the next day. This is a somewhat big recipe. If you don't have, if you just want a smaller casserole, you can just cut this recipe in half. But I have about 1.5 pounds of broccoli, and we're just going to place that in our pan. You can grease the bottom of your dish if you like. I didn't do that, but it's not a big deal. And I have my broccoli over here cooked, but I didn't want to get any water in there. And then all we're going to need is, I have about 3 chicken breasts. I would say that's probably about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of chicken. You can use whatever kind of chicken that you like in here as well. It doesn't have to be chicken breast, but you want to make sure that that is also cut up, and then just cube it, or small chunks is fine. Okay, and then we're going to place the chicken in as well. Just kind of want to make sure that it's somewhat evenly placed, and then you're going to just spread your chicken out. And like I said, this is cooked, but you could use turkey in here, and you can use whatever part of the chicken that you like, and you can add more or less. If there's other ingredients that you like as well, you can do that. And what I would just suggest is just layering it evenly. If you want, you can stir this about, but I'm just going to layer it. Okay, simple pretty much so far. We're going to take our next ingredient, which is going to be cream of broccoli soup, and I have just 2 regular cans. I think they're 10-ounce cans. Yeah, 10 3/4 ounce cans, and you're going to mix that. I have 2 of those, and then 2/3 cup milk, and we are just going to pour that over the top. This is so delicious, and your kids are really not even going to be able to tell that there's broccoli in here. I mean, really, it's just going to taste so yummy to them. And of course, we also will have a few more ingredients. My favorite, cheese. But go ahead and just, without disturbing it too much, just get an even layer. Okay. And then we're going to take about 1 cup of cheese. You can use more or less depending on your preference. Okay. I have a couple pieces of broccoli that fell into my butter, so I'm just gonna put those in there before we do our breadcrumbs. Alright, so then we're going to take about 1 cup of cheese. Make sure that I'm on your way here. Alright, so now we're just going to take about 1 cup of cheese and sprinkle that over the top. Like I said, it's really more or less depending on your tastes. Alright, and then you're going to take approximately 2 tablespoons of butter tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons of butter, and you're going to melt that, and then you're going to place about 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. And I'm just going to move that real quickly. See if I can keep my spoon out of there. Maybe not. Okay. And I'm just going to mix. I have a bit of broccoli in with my butter mixture. So you can see it. And you're just going to add, like I said, just a couple tablespoons of breadcrumbs. And you can use fresh breadcrumbs, you can use flavored ones. It's really up to you. I do also have a recipe on my channel. If you want to make these fresh, they are so much better. But again, and it's very simple, and it's a good way to use up bread. So you want this somewhat dry. Just going to add a bit more. This is going to be our topping. And once that's all mixed around, we're just going to sprinkle that over the top. This is a very pretty casserole as well. And takes just a few ingredients. Most of us have these ingredients already ready to go in our pantry or our freezer. And you can use fresh broccoli with this. You can add cauliflower. I mean, there's a lot of variations to this recipe. That's what I love about it. You're not stuck or limited to just 1 or 2 items. So just kind of sprinkle that evenly over the entire casserole. And then we're just going to place that in a preheated oven at 425. I'm sorry. We're going to place that in a preheated oven at 450 degrees. And we're going to bake that for about 20 minutes or until it's bubbly and brown. So I'll bring you guys back and show you what that looks like. Alrighty guys, there it is. How beautiful is that? It is so delicious and creamy, and it's healthy with the broccoli, and if you use chicken breast, it's even better. So give it a try guys. Let me know definitely what you think if you haven't tried this before, or if you have some ideas on new variations. As always guys, thanks so much for watching.